Hi there, Virgo. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let's see what's going on for you. Compartmentalization is what I'm hearing. Compartmentalization. Interesting. You have 3 swords here. Daughter of Swords, upright. 4 of Swords, upright. Ace of Swords in reverse. 3 swords cards. Very, very interesting. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. It's like an angulation of energy here. And I feel for you, Virgo, it's almost as if you, for some of you, well, okay, before I finalize my sentiment on it, let's get to the reading. These two ones pop out together. Whoa. Okay. Emotional cycle. Emotional cycle is coming to its close. Whatever that has been for you, and I feel that it has been for quite some time. This emotional standstill, right? It's like, am I on the left or am I on the right? Right? Am I on the mountain or am I in the sky? Is it night or is it day? That is, I feel, it's like the momentum is building to this point at which you feel coming to this point of clarity emotionally is going to help me move forward and make this progress. Knowing what I know is going to help me get the show on the road in some kind of way. Get practical about things yet again. Yet again, I'm hearing it's like something has been like halted. Something has been, it's like put on hold, on pause. And so whatever that may mean to you, Virgo, I almost said Libra. But, and you have a lot of swords energy, a lot, right? So absolutely a Libra could be involved in some kind of way in your spread here in these energies, but transformational, okay? Transformational. Let me read the cards off to you. 3 of Swords upright. The Devil upright in your recent past. 3 of Swords upright in your deep past. 9 of Pentacles in reverse in the energetic pathway that you stepped into that helped lead you to your current state. Of Lovers upright. 7 of Swords in reverse in your advice. Judgment and the World, both upright, together, wanted to pop out together in your environment. Near future, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of alluding to flight. And birds. 5 of Pentacles in reverse in your hopes and or fears. 10 of Swords in reverse in your final outcome. Lovely. Oh my goodness. Virgo, right? It's like you have so much alluding to finality, closure, right? Sealing the deal, like, so we can move on with things, right? So we can tend, I'm also hearing tend to our finances, something about tend, like let's get the emotional story up and out, right? Sifted through. So that we can get our head back in the game in some kind of way, whatever that may mean to you, Virgo. And you've been losing your patience with this. I will say that. You have Temperance here in reverse. Temperance here in reverse, underlying the 7 of Pentacles. We're like waiting for whatever this closure is. Now, lots of thinking, okay, has accompanied whatever this process was for you. We see a lot of emotions on the table, but we also see a lot of swords, right? And you have the 10 of Swords, which is leading you out. So it's sort of like not needing, right? The closure of this process is like not needing to think about it anymore, right? Analysis paralysis no longer applies, okay? And so something about the clarity of emotions and the clarity of the intellectual mind as well. It's like again, the closure of whatever this is emotionally leaves, right, opens up the room for you to, I'm hearing breathe and grow and make progress forward. Like, let's get down to what's serious. I'm also hearing that for you as well. Okay, and the Four of Cups, upright, in your energetic pathway that leads you out of the month here, accompanying the Ten of Swords in reverse. Very, very interesting. Okay. Whatever this process is, Virgo, I almost said Scorpio. If you know Scorpio, if you have a Scorpio rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, that reading may apply to you. I haven't done it yet, so I don't quite know what is going to take place there, but there may be some alluding, okay, to that kind of energy. Now, there is great focus. There's great focus. I'm getting translocation for some of you. Okay, great focus on making this shift, this change. Uprising, and pursuing this world that speaks so much more to our truth. Right? That which is, we're boundless. We can just, right, pursue the world of opportunity. Right? But it requires leaving behind everything that was, everything that has been. I'm ready for this new beginning. That's what I'm hearing, Virgo, for you. I'm ready for this new beginning. Now, it absolutely may refer to a legal situation. Absolutely. So many swords here, right? And 3 parties may be involved, okay? I'm also getting child, okay, may be involved. But it's a situation in which you felt, I can't just leave. It's not just all my choice. It's not just all my decision, right? I may have my sentiment on it. I may know what I know or believe to be true about the situation. What is the right thing to do and what is the best thing to do? But as I feel it. But in some way, I'm bound to it still. I need to cooperate. We all need to cooperate together. It's like that movie scene, Virgo. It's like that movie scene. It's getting kind of dark. Let me just turn on the light. 1 second. Okay. It's like that movie scene where, right, it's like 3 really different characters who are just generally, right, temperaments don't normally get along all too well. They get somehow stuck together in some sort of situation where they need to cooperate, right? And so it's like, at first they're like grumbling and they're like, oh, like, who are you, right? And there's some friction. But then with time, they realize we're not going to get anywhere. And we need to get somewhere if we're bickering, if we are not trying, right, to cooperate, right? And it's like that. I'm getting this feeling of like the potato sack, those games where on the field, right, potato sack race, right? And it's almost like, right, everyone has a leg in this potato sack, and you all have to jump together. And like if you're all fighting and you're all jumping in different directions, it's like you're all gonna not, right, win the race. You're not gonna, right, get to the finish line. This progress, whatever this is that you want to make, is in some way impeded. And so there's an emotional story to this as well. I feel like it's, I mean, not just intellectual. I feel it's absolutely emotional, and you all kind of, there's this emotionalism, okay, that surrounds whatever this is and whatever this discord may have been or be. Right? It's like, again, there's an emotional undercurrent, okay, that charges whatever this difference in disposition is that you guys have. Right? So it's like the discord, right? And restriking the balance and the harmony is, I feel, capacitated by way of the emotional understanding that you guys come to. Okay, so for a number of you, I feel that is absolutely a message as it pertains to whatever this union was or has been. Okay, Now, I am getting this as well, Virgo, for a number of you. Something about child custody, something about a third party. And it's like, you, look at this. Okay, Four of Swords. Four of Swords. This, I'm feeling, this energy here resembles one who's involved in the matter, okay? But it's almost like not, doesn't have the say. It's kind of, it's like up in the air sort of energy, right? It's like, and so, but whoever this is, Daughter of Swords, okay, this could be, I was saying Libra in the very beginning, could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone with a lot of air in their chart, someone who's very sort of intellectual type, even independent, I'm getting independent, book smart type, okay, who has their own opinion about whatever this is. Again, it could be you, it could absolutely be you, has their own opinion on how this situation should be handled, okay, and wants to support this. Whoever this individual is wants to support this. Okay, look how their sword, it's sword. The Daughter of Swords is jutting into this Four of Swords. It's like, that is the intention, right? That is the intention. And as I'm feeling it for a number of you, Ace of Swords here on the other side, right? Whoever this is wants to, right, finalize their personal sentiment on it. Like, I think this is what's right. I want to come through and come forward with this, my opinion about it, right? And to make the decision. But again, I feel that, and this could be you, it's like you feel like you know what's best, but you have to kind of, right, again, comply. No one decision, right, can overrule. It kind of all has to come together. So, right, there's this cohabitation, there's this I'm also hearing codependency for some of you, something about being involved even financially, okay, legally to a certain situation, a certain person, a certain predicament in some kind of way as we feel it. Now, time stands still as this decision comes to a head. I feel it's absolutely coming to a head. Change is coming because you do have Judgment and the World together in the apex of your reading. So you're flying straight up and out. Okay, and environment, change in environment could absolutely be at play here. Okay. And whatever this is, again, codependence, absolutely, right, with the Devil here. Some kind of relationship where you feel financially bound, or again, legally bound, but finances coming in strong here. The Devil, the Nine of Pentacles, right? Heavy, heavy earth energy, heavy, heavy earth energy. The Devil is Capricorn's card. Okay. Now, very interesting how the cards just jumbled around right now. My sleeve hit them. And the Lovers, which was in your current state, flew up, literally flew up horizontally, forming a bar, okay, of energy right over this interaction. Look at this. The Devil looking over at the Son of Swords. Speaking of legal counsel, absolutely. I do feel that this is legal counsel for you, Virgo, as you have so much energy alluding to that, okay, some sort of decision, okay, that's coming forward that, again, I feel pertains to career finances. Now, there's a focusing on, it's something about a race. But it's like the race is not really a race. Like you both have like a leg in the potato sack. Right? So it's like us getting to the finish line is both of us getting to the finish line. Right? It's not like me and you, we're in a race technically against all these other people, but I'm like still in a race with you because for whatever reason I feel like I'm separated from, but we're technically together, but I'm going to try and win the race even before your other leg being in my potato sack as well. Like, it's like, I'm going to try and get to the finish line with my foot before you do, even though we're jumping together. It's like that kind of feeling, Virgo. Is that kind of feeling, right? These birds are flying in unison. So it's like who gets to it first? Who gets to it? And so, but I'm getting there's a void. And none of you, neither one of you, are going to fly through this void, okay, unless you harmonize, right? Unless you harmonize. Look at this energy. Look at this energy. It's like these two birds have to fly through this void. have to fly through, and it's like if they fly through together in unison, right, then the entry is much more smooth, smooth landing, right, and smooth sailing. But if, right, the two parts of the whole, if the right wing and the left wing, I said ring, okay, that may mean something to some of you, are somehow, right, not in synchrony, right? Imagine a bird that's trying to fly and, like, it's not in synchrony. The two halves, right? It's like, it's aerodynamic sort of skill is off kilter a little bit. And it's much harder, right, to make it through that entry, that line of entry. So, and it's very interesting because you have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so lots of earth and lots of air for you here. Two of Pentacles. Son of Swords is flying into, right, so much flight, yet again, flying into the Two of Pentacles, which is in reverse. So what I'm getting is, right, again, there needs to be this restabilization, even of union, even of, ooh, for some of you, union, for some of you, okay? Heed your personal intuition, always, always, always Virgo, right? This is, of course, a general reading, and always, anyway, always heed your own personal intuition. But I'm getting for some of you, right, in whatever shape or form that may mean to you, there needs to be this, again, at least cooperation, realizing that we come together and we create this. We come together and we right, when we're both jumping together through the potato sack, so to speak, right, then if we jump together with force, with alignment, with unison, we can actually make better progress, right? So it's the balancing act. It's the balancing of these two halves. So I'm getting like an antagonistic energy here, where really, right, it's like you both kind of want the same thing. You kind of both are trying, right, to get to the finish line. And so, right, you're in that car ride together, that 8-hour car ride. And it's a matter of making it, right, playing the part that you can to make it as seamless as possible. Right? Smooth sailing. I'm getting that as well. So I'm hearing it starts with you. It starts with you, right? You lead that sort of role. Okay? You play that part. You lead by example. Right? I'm going to try and cooperate with you. Let's try to do this in a cooperative way. Because we both want to fly, right? We both want to fly. And flight requires harmony. Right? The wings must move in synchrony. And so, you may be different, right? You may be very different. But I feel that there's also, right, that basis upon which you can come to terms, right? You can come to terms, right? It's like two loverbirds. In the context of whatever the situation is, you both concentrate on what both of your end goals are. What do I want even out of this whole thing, and what do you want out of this whole thing? And how can we bring that, coming to that point of achieving that, of bringing that collective sort of goal about in the most seamless fashion? Okay, now, I'm hearing putting our differences aside as well. Well, okay, 5 of Cups in reverse. Again. I'm being Becca to say this. The emotional side of the story, right? Coming down to that. Realizing, where does the friction lie exactly, if there's friction? Where, right? What exactly is it really like, right? Is it really that we're so different in the way we see things, or is it is there underlying, right, sort of energy that is emotional, that needs to be worked through so that we can come to this point, right, of aligning on other levels as well, right? So, okay, now 5 of Pentacles in reverse, in your hopes and or fears. Hopes and or fears. And it's looking, right, this flower, it looks like it's reverse dripping up into this 4 of Cups, water. Now, I feel like you want this, ultimately. You want this, and I feel that the other person wants this. It's like a mirroring effect, okay? It's like, again, it's like a mirroring effect for some of you, right? In some shape or form, there's like this, I feel, look, 4, right? 2 and 2. Realizing you both contribute to whatever this is. And especially emotionally, right? So what I'm getting is that the physical, tangible, material side of the story has an emotional counterpart to it, and an emotional history as well, right? A history that needs to be, right? Needs to be, and that you both want to be, in some shape or form, for some of you, transmuted. You know that this is the answer. You know that this is the answer. Releasing that emotional truth, what we've felt. Okay, so it's like, what I'm getting is like, this is the root, and this is the symptom. Feeling dissatisfied with the predicament, with the situation. Right? All right, now, 10 of Swords in reverse, with the 4 of Cups upright. 4 of Cups is looking over at judgment, looking over at the world. You know that communicating your truth is what must be done before, right, this flight can be taken. So that this flight can be taken. So you can be free, you can be light, you can be, right, this release. The process of release capacitates more release. A greater process of release. So like, it's this Russian doll effect. Okay, it's this Russian doll effect. And you realize, I gotta come out, right, to myself and maybe to others so that I can really, right, come out some more, right? Like, so that I can pursue even further what I desire, what I dream of. This change, I'm hearing change in location, in actual state. All right. And I'm hearing, right, it's like you got to do the dirty work, right? You got to get into that, right? That emotional sort of dialogue internally and, right, with another. That I feel, right? It's like that release brings release on so many levels, right? Mind, body, soul. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, right? So again, it's like, it's not just all that we see. It's not all that it just seems, it appears on the outside, on the surface. But there's more, there's an undercurrent, and we got to get to that. I feel you got to get that in order to extrovert, to, right, reach the next stage, the next level, and whatever it is that you want this to transform into. Okay? Beautiful. Virgo, thank you so very much for tuning in. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please feel free to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those will provide you with further insights into your situation. I know, for example, I resonate a lot with my moon sign, even more than my sun. If you don't know your signs, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide, and that will compute your signs for you, all right? Thank you so very much again, Virgo. I hope you have a beautiful May. And, I'm being beckoned to say, cohabitation, cooperation, right? Collaboration. Where all those sort of 3 worlds may lie, realizing that time and space are an illusion in a way, right? Everything is energy. And energetically, we coexist as one, right? And so it's that energetic relationship that we have with people. Understanding that energetic relationship, I feel, will help you in smoothing out, right, any sort of lines, okay, any sort of being beckoned to pull these 2 here for you. Shake up, right? Shake up. 10, Wheel of Fortune, both circularity on both of these cards. it requires of you, right? To just take the stand, to make that change, right? To make that change. Excuse me, Virgo. Right? It's like, make that change in how we do things, in how we do things, in how we're going about bringing this change about. Okay, beautiful, Virgo. Thank you so much. Enjoy May, and I will see you soon. Bye.